Hey friends! This is the monthly series where I help you with a monthly checklist of all things you need to do this month. We're in the month of September. That means fall is here, and this is one of my favorite times of the year because you get to start your fall garden. Right here in South Texas, I'm in zone 9A. Our temperatures are between 85 and 65 degrees Fahrenheit. So we get a second warm season. We have the opportunity to extend our growing season a lot more than others, but everyone still has a lot that they can plant for the fall. This video is going to be a little bit different because I'm actually going to take you through some of the things that I do towards the end. So stay tuned for that. I normally split this video into 3 categories. So we're going to start with category number 1, things to do. This is where I have most of my vegetable garden. It does wrap around the house, but I utilize all the space that I have for my raised beds. Now is the time to get your garden ready for the fall. Some of you have already done that. Here it's been too hot during the day, so anything that you lay out in the summer will pretty much dry if you don't have a really good drip system, or if you are not out here 2 or 3 times a day checking to make sure that your seeds are well established. So if you haven't checked out your local garden center, go check them out. Right now is the time that they'll have all your brassicas. You'll have some things that you still plant from the summer this time around. Like I just found some cucumbers. These right here that I'm going to trellis. These are from my garden center and they were half the size. They're actually loving this spot. I have a lot of plants that it's been their time to get removed and I haven't done so because I really do hate to see a bare garden, but it is time. I need to amend the soil, so that's another thing to do. I'm going to show you what I do and then take a lot of these plants out. It's going to be pretty bare and I'm not looking forward to it, but it's time for the cleanup and it's time to get the soil ready for the next round. I'm going to show you when I remove these, but the papayas have got to go. I have too much basil here that has to go. This tomato was just eaten up by the tomato hornworms. So I'm going to take that off. All tomatoes are pretty much done now. This bed should be clear. I need to make a better walkway here. It is becoming a little bit difficult because there's a lot of pollinators that are in this area and I don't like to disturb them. So I'm going to cut a lot of the basil off. I also have some tomatoes in here that are not good anymore. Because we're doing some cleanup, this is a good time to go through your herbs. Pull out what you can, dry it and store it. There's also a lot of plants that have gone to seed, so this is the perfect time to collect those seeds. This is my chive that has gone to seed. If you've never tried these, you should. They taste pretty good. If you have some land and you have some in-ground garden beds that you're not going to be able to use, this is a perfect time to put a cover crop. A garden's not complete with your flowering annuals, so pansies and violas are perfect for the fall, as well as your mums. I need to go get me some because I need to start decorating for fall. I do love to decorate for Halloween. I did it last year. I'll link it here. But don't forget, mums look beautiful in your garden. September is such a beautiful month to be out in the garden, and if you've never gardened before and you want to get started, this is the perfect time to do that. You can have a beautiful fall garden and you have less of the issues than you do in the summer. Less pests, less heat, so less watering. The only thing that you really have to be concerned with is your frost dates. I've got to do something with my okras. Look at this one. Look how massive this one is. I totally forgot about this one. I've got my sweet potatoes right here that are ready to harvest, so I'm excited for that one. Another thing to keep in mind is you will have shorter daylight. So when you're going to plant a fall garden, make sure that you're in an area that's going to have a lot of sun. The sun does change. So like right now, the sun is here, and when it's fall and winter, it will shift and be over here. So it's a big difference. A lot of the beds over there on that side are going to be shaded by the house and the fence. So I have to keep that in mind. If you're doing any landscaping, right now is the time to look for bulbs for the spring. I haven't done that yet, but I'm really considering it. And the last thing is keep a lookout for the garlic that you want, because this is the time to purchase it. We're either gonna plant it in September or in October. So know what you want, get it soon because they do sell out pretty quickly. Category number 2 is what to purchase. I'm gonna take you over here to the loud AC unit. This is my new compost that I'm trying for the fall. It is composted cow manure. I'm also adding all of the worm castings that I have. And the last thing is grab my own compost. Those are my composting bins. I'll link it here if you're interested, but I truly love them and there's stuff that's been in there for a while, so I know it's ready. I use these for my seeds. You can find them on Amazon. I'll link those. You can find them at the Container Store or Michael's. Purchase your fall seeds if you haven't done so already, and purchase your starts. And if you're starting from scratch, you should consider the Vigo Garden raised beds. I just added these. I'll link the video. Really love them and I think they're great quality. They have a variety of different sizes and colors that fits your needs. And I'm saving the best for last. I'm gonna take you with me while I add the new compost, the new seeds, remove what I can, just to give you a glimpse of what I do, because category number 3 is things to do in the garden. For the basil, this side right here I'm not too concerned with because it's not taking a lot of space in my bed, but I will cut some of this off. I will freeze and dry some of this basil. We have a lot of white currant cherry tomatoes. Let's give it a try, see if they're good. Some of the ones I've been trying haven't been that great, so. Ooh, that's good. So that means we get to keep some. To keep my arborvine going, this is what I do. This is what it looks like. You see how we have all the vines trying to escape? So I have to kind of weave them in so they can continue to go that way. One of the things you have to keep in mind when you have a drip system is to check regularly to make sure everything is still getting watered sufficiently. If not, you have to supplement. I think I am going to change my drip system next year because I'm not really loving this one. This was scheduled to get a drip this morning, and you know, this is not wet at all. So I have to look at that and make some changes. Look what just fell. And it fell because it had some pests on it. So let's just see what's inside. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look ready. Might need a knife. This thing comes in handy. Oh my God, it might be good. Give it a try. Oh my gosh, super sweet. It was so ready. I'm cleaning up my marigolds, and I just wanted to show you in case you didn't know. This is how you save seeds. Each one of those is a marigold seed. If you look closely, they have some mold in them, so just make sure you don't save those. You can tell by the outside here that more than likely it's going to have mold, so just be careful. And if you're interested, this is my stash of worm castings that I'm going to also mix about a scoop to each one of the beds. Look at this guy. This is all the castings I was able to harvest. I know I keep saying that I'm going to remove this one papaya that I have left, but I'm going to use it for shade while my peas germinate, and hopefully that gives them a good head start, and then I'll cut it out. These are the peas that we're gonna do. I love the sugar snap. I normally like to do this without the gloves, but I'm trying to keep my fingers clean for a little bit. I'm not too particular about where these go. I believe everyone should try sugar snap peas. Those are one of the things that you can do right now in the fall, as well as brassicas. But for me, it's too hot to do brassicas right now outside, so I have them inside. I just sow them in, so there's not much growth, but I will show you what that is. I have an indoor grow light system, and this is what I have so far. Today I'm going to make some more trays of different things that I'm gonna add outside. And your brassicas are all your cabbages, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. Last year I tried them in the summer and it totally didn't work out. I didn't have much production and it bolted right away. So let's try it in the fall and see if that is our successful time of the year. Some of the other options are lettuces. Lettuces are good to intermit. So you do seeds every 2 weeks, so you're always harvesting lettuce, and they are really good in the cold winter days until you have a heavy frost. Cilantro, some herbs, calendula, some collard greens, nasturtiums. So we also have herbs, spinach, some Asian greens, kale. These are all of the ones that I have indoors. All your roots, beets, carrots, celery, bunching onion, Swiss chard. You have so many options for the fall, and I really can't wait. I love the heat, but the options for the fall are amazing. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This one was a little bit different because I added some of the things that I'm actually doing. So I hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments below if any of this was useful, or if you have any other tips to share with everyone else. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.